The story and gameplay of Avatar, The Frontiers of Pandora. There's not much known about Avatar, Frontier of Pandora's narrative. When the game was originally announced, no footage or information regarding a theme or tone was revealed. Fans began to theorize that the game and Avatar 2 film would correlate, with some sort of story connection bridging the two. It's still possible that both will share a promotion run, or be released at around the same time. However, Ubisoft's website claims that the game will take players throughout the Western Frontier, which is a never-before-seen part of Pandora. This website also claims that it will be a living and reactive world inhabited by unique creatures and new characters. It also refers to the game as a standalone story, which probably means it won't be tied to the second film in a significant way. It's even possible that players will be able to create their own character, as our character is simply referred to as a Nausix rather than given a specific name. Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora trailers. Tech Showcase. Ubisoft released a tech showcase for Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, and while it doesn't show any new footage from the game, it does give a little bit of an insight into what the team is looking to do with the new iteration of the Snowdrop engine. First look trailer. Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora was surprisingly revealed at Ubisoft's Ubisoft Forward event at E3 2021, and it's coming in 2022. We already knew an Avatar game was in development, but we didn't expect to see it so soon. The trailer gives us a look at Pandora, which looks arguably even more stunning than it did in the 2009 film, from its peculiar creatures to thriving flora and fauna. But not everything is peachy in Pandora, as the RDA, or Resources Development Administration, looks to threaten not just the world but those who live in it. But the Nausix aren't going down without a fight. Expect an open world. Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora will be an open-world game in first-person perspective, according to Ubisoft's official website. Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora brings to life the alluring world of Pandora with all of its beauty and danger in an immersive, open-world experience, it reads. There isn't much here beyond buzzwords, but you can reasonably expect fights with RDA forces, hopefully some fun flying gameplay, and maybe some hunting. Strong feelings were had on the movie itself, but we've also looked at Avatar's potential as a game world. Fact is, Ubisoft is very good at making first-person games in beautiful settings. You only have to look at the Far Cry series for that. What is Avatar, anyway? Avatar's story, on the other hand, is the reason that 12 years on, many try to pretend it never existed. It's basically Pocahontas with very tall, blue aliens. An organization called the Resources Development Administration, RDA, mines the faraway planet of Pandora for a valuable mineral. Turns out Pandora's inhabitants, the Nausix, would much rather humans stop digging up their planet, but because that would be the reasonable thing to do, the RDA sends an avatar of a former Marine to the planet instead. Since Pandora is toxic to humans, they use avatars, essentially copies of themselves in a Navi's body, to be able to access the planet still. The Marine falls in love with a Nausix, decides the Nausix people are worth saving, actually, and does that. In the aftermath, humans are banned from Pandora, and only he gets to stay. What is the Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora release date? Frontiers of Pandora has been delayed into 2023 to 2024. The game was initially slated for sometime in 2022, but our suspicions were heightened for an inevitable delay when it entered into a months-long period of radio silence from Ubisoft. That silence was broken with a delay announcement in July of 2022, with Ubisoft saying this additional development time is a reflection of the current ongoing constraints on productions across the industry. For now, we'll have to turn elsewhere to pretend we're blue alien cat people. Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, news and rumors. James Cameron shares his thoughts on Frontiers of Pandora. James Cameron has revealed his thoughts on Ubisoft's upcoming game during an IGN interview. Confirming he's taking a hands-off approach, he explained. "We're very excited about what Ubisoft is doing with their game authoring. I don't tell them what to do, they know their world, their business, their market. We just keep a close eye that they don't do anything that's not canonical in terms of Gnostics culture and what the RDA is doing on Pandora and all that sort of thing." Studio boss departs. Ubisoft massive studio head, David Paulfelt, has confirmed that he is leaving the studio later this year, after 17 years there. Previously, Paulfelt had taken a step back from his managing director role, stating an intention to return in a strategic role after a 6-month break. However, it has now been reported that he will be leaving Ubisoft entirely. Years of post-launch content. Ubisoft is planning a long life for Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, when it releases next year, it seems. In a recent Q2 earnings call, Ubisoft CFO Frederick Daguet said, "Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is a big game next to the highly awaited movie. The development is progressing well and is a beautiful world delivered by the Snowdrop engine. That will be a very long game in terms of content delivered over many years."